got back to Maryland after many years. Formed a band with some local guys here in Maryland called Shine, later Spirit Caravan. Right around that time, we did a record for Joe Lally from Fugazi's fledgling label called Tolada. Dead Meadow was on his label. I think Orthro Realm was on his label. Some really pretty cool eclectic Discord style bands. And he so graciously, said, "I want to put out your music." So he put out some Spirit Caravan stuff, and he also re-released the Purple record with a different cover. And we also added an entire live set from a cool punk rock show we did with Minor Threat. So we released it there. So that was like its second life. So it quickly went out of print, and Joe decided not to do it anymore after doing the label thing anymore. And so there's where it lay until the drummer for St. Vitus, the replacement drummer for Armando, Henry Vasquez, started a label called Hankinson Records, and we let him release it before we knew the relapse thing was happening, and he manufactured it. But I don't think very many made out before Relapse agreed to put it out, and we bought the rest of his off him. So it's coming out on Relapse, and I must say it is a stunning package. It's more than I could ever dream for. We put in a shitload of pictures, and there's liner notes, and it's just remastered very well. I think that it blew me away. So that's coming. The live set was recorded in D.C. in the 80s at a club called the Bayou. It was actually pretty famous. It was in Georgetown. Right down, all the way down at the end of M Street, you get down there to the water. So that was a really, really famous place. I mean, I saw bands like Government Mule there. I actually saw Hanoi Rocks, the original band, on the same tour that Razzle later died on there. I mean, I can't tell you the bands I saw at the Bayou. I mean, I first saw the B-52s there. I actually really liked the B-52s on their first couple of records. And just Iggy, stuff like that. I mean, everybody pretty much played there. So we were kind of just talking about it, and it turns out we have a truck driver friend. Now his deal is he drives the semi for Tony Iommi. When Sabbath was touring, he was Tony's equipment driver. So I mean, whenever Sabbath or Heaven and Hell would play, I mean, we had literally orchestra seats. You know what I mean? So that was cool. His name's Richard Johnson, so everybody calls him Dick. But he's a really cool guy, and he just came up with this being a taper and a trader. He had come up with this set that we had done at the Bayou in D.C. in the 80s. I can't remember. Do you remember the date? Was it 80?
It's in 84.
84.
It was 84.
So, and it's really like how we were back then. It's like, man, it was raw. It was pretty fast. We were pretty angry. I mean, even though sometimes we had we looked a little bit glam. I mean, we were still ready to fight at the drop of a hat, if anybody messed with us. So, I mean, that's I think it's a pretty good snapshot of what was happening back then. So, and I think we played pretty much everything. We played a lot of stuff on there. We played stuff that's not on the record. And I think we play stuff that might even not be on the other Relapse release, which is coming out, which is of demos and stuff. So the demos is stuff that are more or less outtakes from the recording session we did for the Purple record. We recorded a lot of stuff, and we had stuff in the can. We sort of cherry picked what we thought at the time would be the best stuff for the record. And but the other stuff, man, is we put it out on a cassette. And everybody just called it the Cross tape, or the Cross demos. But they weren't really demos, though. It actually was just songs that had never been mixed that we later on, decided needed to see the light of day. And, that's going to come out on Relapse, too. And I think it's going to be pretty stellar. I mean, we managed to get a whole lot of pictures, original pictures from the day, taken by a good friend of ours, Valerie Rousset, who just used to snap millions of pictures. So we've got all kinds of pictures of us playing in the down and dirty dives, and it's pretty cool.